Hey guys, this is MBO Productions, and this is the Q&A video, the answers to all of the questions. So, first three questions are from Autumn Night Productions. The first one is, what got you into horror? And I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember when I was probably around like 10 or 11, my mom showed me the scenes with the crate beast from Creepshow, and I thought that was really cool. And then eventually I watched the entire movie. That's probably the first horror movie I actually watched all the way through. I saw scenes from A Nightmare on Elm Street before that, but I didn't watch the entire movie. What really got me into horror, though, like what made me, start to collect horror stuff was Scream, because that was really the only horror movie I've ever seen that actually, it didn't, like, scare me. I don't really get scared from horror movies, but it got my heart rate going a lot faster than it was when I started to watch it, especially during the opening scene. It was really intense, and it was the only movie that gave me that feeling while watching it. And that's really what got me into Scream. And then from Scream, I decided I was actually going to sit down and watch Halloween. Like, I knew generally what it was about, but I thought it was a bad movie just from what I heard about it. Then I actually watched it, and I really liked that, and I just got into it more and more. Second question is, what prop, mask, or costume would you love to own? I'll answer for all three of them. I don't know if he meant like one out of the prop, mask, or costume, but I'll answer one for each. Prop, I really don't know. That's kinda, if I had to think about it, I'd love to have like a like one of the original knives from Halloween. I have a replica one up here that I made recently, but I'd love to have like an original one, because I think they have some on eBay, but they're like a couple $100s, or the only ones I found at least. And I don't think they're the same size. I think there was like a 21-inch one. I'm pretty sure the one in the movie was about 17 or 18 inches. I think the one I did is 17 and a half. It looks about, to scale with the knife in the picture. I don't know if you can see it there. Mask. I'd love to own a Fantastic Faces. I also really like the Randy death scene, and I'll get a picture up on my phone of it. A mask I would like absolutely love to have. I don't know how well you can see that. I think it's a Freddie Loper 75K Myers. That's what I heard someone say before, but it just looks like spot on to the one from the movie to me. And I just love to own that, but a lot of the ones that don't look much like the ones from the movie are like $500, so I bet that's like closer to 1,000 than it is to 500. Oh, I accidentally X'd out of YouTube. I just gotta get the questions back up. Okay. And costume I'd love to own, obviously a, like 100% screen accurate Scream robe. I'd love to have that. And even a Technor Terminator costume from the first movie, when he's wearing the like light gray biker jacket and the really weird shirt. It's got weird patterns on it. I just really like that look, and it's different from all of the other Terminators. And third question is, what are your other hobbies? I do paint. I have a couple of paintings here. This one's not done. That's an ink drawing. I drew that. I got these paintings, and I have a couple of like nature ones. I kind of did a Bob Ross technique with them, but I didn't have the liquid white at the time I painted these. I do have it now. Here's another horror one I've painted. I think most of these have been seen in my other videos. That's Tatooine Sunset from Star Wars. And the liquid white painting I did is this one, and it just helps a lot. The sky looks more realistic, and so does the water. Oh great, I lost my phone. Here it is. The battery is gonna die soon. It's on a low battery warning, so if it just shuts off, or if the video cuts off, then that's why. So the next questions are from Slasher Movies 410. First question is, have you seen the show Slasher on Netflix? I have not seen it, but I do know it's on Netflix, and I do want to watch it eventually. I just have a lot of other things I'm doing. I've been really busy this past week, but if I get a chance to sit down and watch it, I probably will. Next question, what are your thoughts on John Carpenter returning to produce the next Halloween film? I think that's really awesome. The first Halloween film I saw was Rob Zombie's, actually. Not the first one. I saw scenes from the second one. I saw like the first half of it on TV, and I thought it was actually pretty good. I wasn't paying like close attention to it really, but I just like had it on in the background, and I thought it was a pretty good movie. But then I saw the original Halloween movie, and I thought, yeah, you know, it's obviously not as good with like the camera angles and the lighting and all that, because it's an older movie and it's kind of cheesy. But I think as a movie, like for what it is, I do like it better than the Rob Zombie movies, and I'm glad he's returning to do the next one. Next question. What look do you think Myers will have in the new movie? I think it'll be almost a mix between Halloween Resurrection and Halloween 1. I think it'll have a little more expression to it, like in Resurrection, but look more like a mask, like in Halloween 1, because by Halloween Resurrection, you could obviously tell it was a mask because it was like plain white and everything, but if it was like flesh tone and it had a realistic texture, you might actually think it's his face. It really, the only thing that makes you able to tell that it's a mask easily is the fact that it's like blank white. But in the first Halloween, it's oversized, the eye holes are really big, you can tell it's a mask, you know, just from the overall shape of it. So I think it'll look more like a mask, but still have some of the features from Halloween Resurrection or H2O. And for the color of the coveralls, I'm really not sure. I'd like it if they were, you know, an olive green or whatever shade of green people say they used. But I think probably just because everyone thinks they're navy blue, like, yeah, when people think of Michael Myers, I feel like they kind of imagine him in blue instead of green. So I personally prefer the green. In the first movie, I think if you could easily tell they were green, it would look a little weird. But in Halloween Resurrection, I think the shade of green worked really well with the mask and just the overall lighting and setting of the movie. So I'm hoping they're green, but I really don't know. Next question, have you seen the movie Would You Rather? I actually have seen that. It's a really good movie. There are a lot of things in that movie that I laugh at that I really shouldn't, like when June Squibb gets stabbed and she says, "What happened?" I find that hilarious because I have a twisted mind. Uh, when oh yeah, and spoilers. It's I think his name is Trevor when he's getting whipped and he falls down and then Julian laughs at him. I find that funny. It just shows how sick and twisted I am with some things. But yeah, it is a good movie, and if you haven't seen it, I do recommend you watch it. It's on Netflix still. I think it's on Netflix still. That's where I saw it originally. I don't know if it's up still. Uh, I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's not like a really popular movie. I don't see why they would take it down. And the last one from Slasher Movies 410. Are you a fan of the Child's Play movies? I actually love the Child's Play movies. Uh, the only reason I don't have the DVDs in my room is because I bought Saw 1 through 5, I think, and then my sister got 6 and 7, and she wouldn't give me the other Saw movies first because she paid for them, so she didn't want to give them to me so I could have all of them. And she had Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, and Curse of Chucky, and I had the first Child's Play, so I just traded her Child's Play so I could have the entire series of Saw movies. So that's the only reason they're not in my room, but we do have the Child's Play movies. I am a fan of them. I don't really like Bride or Seed of Chucky. Curse of Chucky I really like, though, and they're actually doing another Child's Play movie, and it takes place after the events of Curse of Chucky, and I'm pretty sure the same girl, I forgot her name, like Mika, I think her name is. Uh, I'm pretty sure the actress that played her is returning for the next Child's Play movie. So that's and Jennifer Tilly is in it also. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully they don't take that ridiculous turn they took with Bride of Chucky. I hope they keep it like the original movies. I'm fine with Jennifer Tilly being in it, as long as they don't make it stupid like they did with the other movies. Next question is from Cameron Fulmer. First question from him is, what do you think of the Scream TV show? Is it good, and if so, would you vote for a season 3? I obviously really like it. You know, I have the bust there and 1/6 scale figure here, and I really think it's a great show. I almost like it more than the movies, just because in the movies it's an hour and a half and you can grow to really like a character, and it kind of bothers you when they die. But in the TV series it's a whole season and you can really get to know a character, and instead of just liking them, like if it's a movie, you love the characters, and it's a lot more sad when they die than when someone dies in a movie, and there's a lot more time for character development and more of a story you can add to it, and I really like that about it, and I would definitely vote for season 3. I have a feeling it's gonna end in season 2, unless the ratings go up like really high, but it's just, I feel like they just had enough views in season 1 for there to be a season 2, because the views were going down with each episode in season 1. I haven't checked the views for season 2. They might be higher than season 1, but if they're lower or the same, I feel like there might not be a season 3. But hopefully there is. Next question from Cameron. What is everything you look for in a true Survivor girl? I honestly don't really like Survivor girls. I'd rather everyone die in a movie, which is kind of what I like about some of the Friday the 13th movies, where everyone dies. I know in a couple of that, actually most of them, there's someone who survives. I really like the character of Tommy Jarvis, actually. I like him. I think Sydney is a cool character. She's kind of, you know, tough and kind of fights back, and she kind of has more of a reason to survive. Same with Tommy, instead of, you know, just kind of like in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't remember the girl's name, but she just kind of ran around screaming, and she just got lucky and was saved by a guy who was driving by in a truck. She would have died if that guy in the truck wasn't there. I don't really consider her a final girl or a survivor girl, because it was really just by luck, and that's why I don't really like them. I just don't like them when they survive by luck. I like it when they actually fight back, or, you know, do something that helps them survive. Third question, will you ever get a resin MTV Scream mask from... Okay, sorry guys, it did get cut off there. But the question I was on, I believe, is from Cameron Fulmer. Third question, will you ever get a resin MTV Scream mask from Father Phantom or Oz? Those masks aren't resin. Father Phantoms are fiberglass, unless they use a different material now. But I'm pretty sure they were fiberglass originally when they first started making them. And Oz, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's vacuum formed. It's some kind of like thick plastic. I'm actually getting a fiberglass one from Ghostface Kid 101 though. I believe it's still in the painting process, but yeah, he's working on it, and so far it looks great, and I can't wait to get it. I'll definitely do an unboxing video when he does send it, so you can look forward to that. And last question from Cameron, other than Scream, what's your favorite scary movie? I really like Halloween 5, Halloween Resurrection, and Friday the 13th Part 6. If I had to pick a favorite, and I also really like Part 3. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably say Halloween 5. I hate the way Michael Myers looks in it, because the neck, like, flares outward on the mask, and it looks atrocious. But I do think it's a pretty good movie. The guy in the cowboy boots at the end, that goes into Halloween 6, and it's confusing, but I like to joke about the guy in the cowboy boots with my parents. Oh, it's on low battery warning already. Last time it was on low battery warning, I got like 10 minutes left though, so I should be able to finish. Next three questions are from Horror Clown 365. First one is, what is your opinion on clowns? I think clowns are scarier if they're not made to look scary. Like, that I think that's why Pennywise from the movie It is so creepy, because he's not made to look scary. He looks a little odd, but not scary. He looks almost like a normal clown that you would see at like a circus or something, or a carnival. And I think those clowns are creepier because they're supposed to look, you know, like the West German clown mask. I think that's creepier than, like, I can't really think of an example, but like, I don't know, I just prefer clowns that look normal over ones that are purposely made to look scary. What is your favorite snack slash food? I don't really know. I love Pepsi, but we almost never get it. We got like a 24 pack, like a couple of days ago, and there's only 3 cans left because I can't get enough Pepsi. I love Pepsi so much. I can't really pick a favorite snack though. And what is your favorite horror slash slasher film? Scream. I actually can't think of a favorite Scream movie. They all have their own kind of charm to them, and like the first one is you know, the most original one, and I really like that. But Scream 2, there's just something about it that I really like, and I can watch Scream 2 more times in a row than I can watch the first one multiple times in a row. And the third one is just I don't know. I actually don't hate the third one. I like it just as much as I like the first two. And same with Scream 4. They all have their own charm to them, and I can't really pick a favorite Scream film, but the Scream series, favorite movies, or favorite horror movies at least. Uh, these next questions are from games, films, and reviews. The first one is, are you currently watching Scream Season 2? Yes, I am. I love it so far. Second one, what is your favorite slasher film? Again, Scream. Third one, what is your favorite non-horror movie? I have a lot of non-horror movies that I love. Uh, Too many of them. Uh, some of my favorite movies that aren't horror are The Terminator, the first one I love. Terminator 2 I also love. The first Back to the Future is my favorite one of those. I gotta like look at my wall of movies. Uh, I know I have. Total Recall, the original one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, not the remake. I forgot what year Total Recall was. I think it was like the early '90s, but I might be wrong. Breakdown is a great movie. The Last Stand, that's another Schwarzenegger movie. It's from 2015, I think. It's one of his newer ones, but it's really good. Uh, I don't know if I said it already. Frequency, that's really good. Commando, Broken Arrow, Jumanji. I love Jumanji so much. Zathura, I really love. Uh, Spider-Man, all of the Spider-Man movies, really. I love all of them. And I love Star Wars. Oh, and actually, I just thought about it. This isn't to the same question, but my favorite horror movie is actually Fright Night. I like completely just like forgot about it. But yeah, Fright Night is definitely my favorite horror movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you watch it because it's a really good movie. The original one, not the remake. It does have some nudity in it, but it doesn't last that long, only like 30 seconds. So if that's something, you're not allowed to be seeing, then ask your parents to see it first, but I'm sure most people don't really care. I love Jurassic Park, though. I mean, I guess some people would consider that horror. I personally don't. I know some people consider Predator a horror movie. I don't consider that a horror movie. Alien, I think, is, but I don't think of Predator as a horror movie. I really like that. That's all I can think of for now, and it's a long list, so I'm just gonna end it there. And last question. Will you teach us how to make the Scream TV mask and movie mask? I was gonna do a video on the MTV mask. I was, the same way I made this one. I was gonna get like a blank white mask and I mean, it wouldn't be a like tutorial, but it would be a video of me working on it. Like I was gonna get cause that one I just reshaped and it's not amazing, but I was gonna get a new one and get some sculpting epoxy and sculpt over it and put good straps on it. So it won't be a tutorial, but it would just be a video of me working on it and showing like kind of explaining what I'm doing, but I won't go like into detail with it because it's kind of hard to give an instruction on how to sculpt something. Uh, it's just kind of awkward to do. And the movie mask, I really don't have a reason to make one of those. If I do a KNB, you know, like with the MTV mask, I'll do a video of me making it, but I won't do a like tutorial on it. I do eventually want to get. Sorry guys, it cut off again, but as I was saying, I do want to get into working with latex. I eventually want to do a latex KNB, which is what's on this. If you don't know what a KNB is, you can look it up. That's kind of a bad example, but yeah, I do want to make a latex KNB eventually. And also, I recently got this mask on eBay. It was $12, and the detail in it is, to me, I mean, to someone who's like really into collecting Myers masks, I'm sure this sculpt is like absolute trash to them. But to me, this looks a lot like the mask from the first movie. And it was only $12, so I got it. I want to get some liquid latex and Shetland fiber, which is what some people use for hair on masks. I want to practice with hairing a mask on this. This is a Ruby's mask, and it's so garbage. The hair literally peeled off because whatever glue they used doesn't stick to latex well, and the hair peeled off. So I am going to get some liquid latex in hair, and I'm going to practice hairing on this. And then once that's good, I'm gonna, you know, take the hair off this one and rehair it with, you know, better stuff than, I mean, if you look at it from a side view, it's just really crappy hair. So yeah, I'm gonna rehair this and paint it white, and hopefully it'll look like the mask from the first movie. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anything you want me to kind of like expand on more, or if there's an answer that I didn't, you know, answer like you wanted me to, then just leave a comment telling me, and I'll reply to it, you know, hopefully explaining better. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is NBO Productions, and I'll see you in the next video.